Hey, Peeps Galucia here. Today joined with good friend and co-leader of the Civ, Scale.
Hello.
Hello, Scale.
Hello.
And today we are going to give a quick update, show you some of the things that we've been doing in the Civ, give you some new information about it, and all that good stuff. So first things first, I'm training a settler. Boop. Yay. It's so anticlimactic. You just hit a button and it's just like, it started. So we've changed the recruiting, and that's the first thing we wanted to talk about. The camp thing was great for the beginning of things, and it definitely served its purpose, but that purpose has moved on. So now we are basically using a recruitment town. So Scale, who was the leader of the recruitment camp, is now the leader of our recruitment town. It's the second town of our Civ, and I just started the settler unit for the third. So by the time this video is posting, we'll probably be already working on founding the third city. So Apollo, which is our second city, is the city that is for recruitments, and basically the way that it'll work is you'll get added to Apollo and then given a sort of trial, if you will, just to make sure that we can trust you and everything's cool. I should check the Tremel. And once we know that everything's cool, then we will transfer you to either the capital or any of the other cities wherever help is needed. Whichever city needs, or you'll stay in Apollo. Just whichever city needs the help, that's where we're going to send you. So that's how we're putting it together. Scale is a solid judge of character, and he's really good at organizing his troops to benefit both his city and the Civ as a whole. So he's definitely up to the task, and we appreciate him for it. So if you're still interested in joining and you haven't done so yet, that is the way to do it. Trashing all my gravel. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bow, bow, bow. There it goes. So we've gotten a lot of work done. A couple of setbacks, mostly just due to the server. Every time they do a restart, it tends to kind of roll things back, and it always breaks stuff when it does. Like that whole area over there that you can see in the distance, that's stone, which has somewhat been cleared since the last I saw it, but that was 100% cleared. And when they did the rollback, it came back. So that kind of sucked. And you can see there's a frame in the distance above that roof there. That's a trade outpost. That's the second trade outpost that we've built so far, and the frame is permanently stuck up there. The only way to get rid of it is to demolish the building and then pay the money to completely rebuild it. It's complete garbo, and that happens every time. I've tried to open up a ticket with CivCraft to explain to them that I've been having these types of issues with the restarts, and at the very least I'd like the financial compensation so I can rebuild those buildings, because we have to pay for it. But I haven't even been reimbursed for the first time I had to do it, so I'm not about to tear down the trade outpost that I just built. But things are progressing really nicely. So we have a level 4 bank now. It's one of the highest level banks in the game. And right next to the bank, like literally right now, I'm about to build a library. Let's do this first. Claim some new areas. So we've really been wanting a library for a while now. The library is going to give us enchantments, obviously, which are very useful. We've really been wanting to get efficiency, if for nothing else, just because of how much digging we're doing, since the Tremel is still a huge part of our library. Whoops, that's not how you spell library at all. But yeah, so we've been doing a lot of clearing, so we at the very least wanted to get the efficiency pigs going, and that's in the right place. Yes. Aha! So we're simultaneously doing the settler, and now we're building a library, which will be done by the time this video posts. And we've got 3 cottages so far. So we finally started to get some income from the actual cottages, because honestly, the biggest and most like primary function of income for the Civ was the Tremel. Between the stuff that we got from mining and then just the cobblestone that we feed into the Tremel, it actually produces quite a bit of the valuables that you in turn sell at the bank. Then we got our first trade resource, which was oil. Now, amongst other things, the oil trade resource makes your Tremel 50% more efficient. So the Tremel is now churning out even more valuables than it would have before. So this is obviously a really useful trade resource. And then it does several other things on top of that, as well as the income. And then we got the spice trade resource, which is the one that has the broken frame above it. That one is a low level. It only does one thing. But the one thing that it does is freaking amazing, which is it makes our cottages consume 50% less food. So I was getting ready to make a second farm, but now I don't have to bother with it right now because the cottages aren't consuming nearly as much food. Half as much food now that we have the spice trade resource socketed in. So things have come along nicely. Now, Scale, what besides the actual town hall, what buildings have you gotten going so far in town 2?
A monument and 2 farms, I believe.
And we started with a monument because we're having a little bit of trouble with one of the nearby civs. I'm not saying that I've got anything wrong with those guys. I'm sure they're good people, but they have built a few different towns. Look at these guys hard at work, just getting rid of all this rubbish. Look at you guys. I'm gonna get rid of dirt. So our neighboring civ built a couple towns pretty close to us and pretty detached from their own. They're clearly trying to gobble up some land, and that land that's getting gobbled is in our direction. So when we built Scales Town, we built it also with that knowledge, and we positioned it so that we wouldn't lose too much of our territory, and we started right off with the monument so that we wouldn't lose too much of the war there as far as the culture war goes, because his borders with that neighboring town that's near him are going to start pushing up against, the borders are going to start pushing up against each other. So we started with the monument, and then he got to work on the farms, and so pretty soon he'll have the cottages going, and that city will have an income of its own. But you can see, even though his city's over there, he's over here helping us clear. We're a big, happy family. We've all been helping each other out, and it's been working out really good. Everyone's been super helpful. We've got a fair amount of members already. I know town info. Let's see. I've got, I think, 10. Or no, I just added one. So, am I up to 11? Where does it say that? 12. Okay. Oh, that's right, because of my daughter, too. So, we have 12 members in the capital. And then how many peoples do you have, Skill?
I have 7, including myself.
All right. So, yeah, almost up to 20 people across the Civ so far. And like I said, a big focus of ours now is going to be to churn out a few more cities. And the biggest thing about that is just to have people that we can really trust to be in charge of an entire city. It's one thing to trust someone enough to hang out in the city and help us out, because I don't really have there's no one person that I could say for sure, like, yeah, I'm iffy on that person or whatever. Everyone seems to be really cool and really helpful, but it's another to make sure that you can trust them enough to both run a city and competent enough to do so as well. You know, we want to make sure that we got the best of the best as far as leading the city goes. So, as far as our, you know, like, Scale is a good friend of mine, and he's been helping me since day one. So he's my co-leader, and that's why he's in charge of the city too. But beyond that, like, we do have other people that are friends of ours that are also playing, but they're not, you know, they're just kind of playing just to hang out with us kind of thing. And I don't expect them to kind of take over any cities and get, you know, step up in that capacity. So really, anyone that joins this Civ could wind up being the leader of a town. So we are looking for people to join, but we're also looking for people to step up as leaders. So that could be you, whether you're already in the Civ and you're looking for the chance to step up, or if you want to join fresh and impress. We're looking for team players and people that aren't just out to help themselves. There's no point in having your own money besides like a few hundred to buy food and stuff like that. There's no point in stockpiling resources for yourself. Everything goes to the Civ. Like I said, we're a big happy family here, and the more that we contribute to the Civ as a whole, the better we all are for it. And it's been working really good so far. We grew fast. Like I said, we started a little bit late. I think there were about a dozen Civs that started on this map before we had our Civ up. But we're currently at 211,000 on our score. if we look at the Civ top 5, you can see that number 5 is at 220,000. So right behind them, Freeport at number 3 are the guys that are like crammed up right next to us, basically. So we're right behind number 5, and that's basically been the story for the last 48 hours or so. That every time our score goes up by a little bit, so does theirs. So we're right on their coattails. And with just a few more good people, I really feel like we can start catching up and eventually take the lead and be a top Civ on this server. So I'm really working hard towards that end. So is everybody else. I hope that you want to join us and work hard towards that end as well. And continue to join us on this series and watch along as we progress. I'll keep bringing you more progress updates on everything that's going on and everything that we are doing. Hopefully you've enjoyed yourself so far. Look how nice it looks. Let me do some F1 action. Look how nice it looks from over here. Got all these nice looking buildings, the Roman theme thing going on here, and it all looks nice and sharp. I'm gonna go up here and get a little bit of a, hopefully there's no cannibals that are gonna eat my face off. Hello. Nope, we're good. Other than that cannibal sitting right there, this is a hell of a view, I gotta say. It's come along nicely. This used to just be like a really, it was a savanna, and I mean just hills, tall grass all over the place, tons of cannibals, which there's still a fair amount of. You guys are about to have a cannibal right above your head, by the way. He'll probably.
I really want to mine. Oh no, there's one over there.
He's probably gonna TP to you at some point because they're weird like that. We should probably just go kill him. So I'm gonna un-F1. Right. I'm gonna kill that cannibal.
Okay, you can have fun with that.
Well, you should come help me, friend.
Oh, fine. How do we get up there?
I was gonna spleef him. Where'd he go? There he is. Spleefing the cannibal. Spleefing. Okay, I think I got his attention. Yep. Okay, go into the water. Is he still chasing me? Yeah.
Yeah, he's still chasing you.
Ow. What a jerk. Suck it. We know your weakness. It's water. He's dead. Ooh, an aged wood staff. Nice.
Ooh.
That's tier 2, baby. Suck it. See? Well, don't you want to be part of these fun shenanigans? I'll be sure to bring you more videos, more updates, and as much shenanigans as I possibly can muster. I know most of these videos so far have just been kind of like a look what we've done so far, because they're all just basically updates. But I'd love to just bring you some of the antics and stuff that go on as well. It just, you know, it's one of those things where the camera's never rolling at just the right time. So I'll see to trying to fix that and bring you some better in the action moment type things. So, oh God, save him! Go to the water, Galucia! Ah! Come at me, bro. Come out! Oh God.
Oh, he dropped a potato, yay.
And 39 coins. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time. Say goodbye, Skill.
See ya.
Laters!